Yeah, Tony, just watching some ball games here. Just saw one go final. Picked off a premium winner in that one, Texas and Pittsburgh under. So get the day started off right here, and let's have a good day with these matinees.
Yeah, matinee baseball. Nothing in that 4 Eastern hour. It's either early, really early, or then we get into that funky 6 Eastern time zone. Then we get into the into the prime time action. Here's one of those in the prime time window, 8:40 Eastern time. Rockies. Okay, they're at home facing a Marlins team. We see the Rockies here, dogs. The Marlins favored -160. The total's dipped here at the sharpest book in the world to 10.5. Although I looked and there are lots of 11s. Actually, this is the only book that I'm posting, the sharpest book in the world, that has the 10.5.
Well, that's fine because then I can tell the story. I think here, right? I mean, it's a Colorado game. I would argue to say it might be one of the lowest totals in years in Colorado. I think 10.5. I mean, you don't see that every day. You don't see that anymore. But we've been teasing about it here for weeks about why are Colorado games not flying over the total, and why are some games now starting to have totals as high as Colorado? I guess I was joking with Mindy. I said, "Well, Cincinnati's close to Colorado, isn't it? That's why they're both at 11." So, well, maybe with Sandy Alcantara, they can keep it under. We know something's not quite right with Sandy. Tony, he's already allowed more than half of the earned runs than he did all of last season. So that's something to be concerned about. Now, doesn't seem to be anything broken. And, we've watched some of his games. Nobody's breaking down the delivery. Nobody's saying he's tipping the pitches or anything like that. So maybe it's just, I don't know. Can you get a kind of a burnout? You're just going through the motions, tired of saving the team every time, and the team is not that successful. Look, Miami isn't exactly terrible, right? I mean, they are just one game under 500. They actually started the road trip above 500 here. This is their sixth game on this swing. They're 1-4 so far with just 16 runs scored. They were in San Francisco and they won one game there, but now they've lost two straight to Colorado, 5-4 and 5-3. Those are under 10 runs, as far as I could tell. So Miami also going under right now. But for Colorado, they start Carl Kaufman, a former Michigan Wolverine who pitched in the College World Series. He did have his first start, and I guess if you read some of the previews and reports, you're going to see that Kaufman was not sharp in his debut against Texas. I think that's wrong. I think the first time through the order, he was downright awesome. And then the second time through the order, they got to him. That's going to happen, I guess, sometimes when you're a young pitcher. But he was facing the Rangers, and here he's facing the Marlins. Now, a lot of people rank the Marlins offense, Tony. You might as well as bottom of the barrel right now in the league. I'm moving them up actually slightly over the last week or two with Solari and another home run, Arise starting to look better, good, darn right good, and also Birdie also kind of contributing well. So I have them sneaking up a little bit. Now we'll see. Continue these games on the road. We'll see if they can sustain. But for me, they're moving up slightly. It doesn't make much of my point here for the under, but just note that Miami, they are 1-5-1 to the under in their last 7 games. Also mentioned 7-12 to the under as a favorite, several of those times with Sandy, of course, on there. But for Colorado, they're 14-26 to the under as a dog. That's compared to 6-3 to the over as a favorite. They're a pretty solid dog here going up against Sandy. They're also 5-12 to the under their last 17 against right-handers, and maybe more importantly, 3-8 to the under in their last 11 games at home. So probably going to look to take the under here once again. Tony, been kind of using this one to pick up some winners here and there. But again, Kaufman, I thought looked fine against Texas in that first start as we traveled the second time around. Same thing could happen here, but we're supposedly dealing with a different level of lineup when it comes between the Texas Rangers and the Miami Marlins. at this point of the season. I mean, Rangers maybe top five offense, and the Marlins bottom five for sure. But I have moved them up a couple of notches. I have them right there, 25 or so, maybe 24th. In offense right now, and I don't know if anybody's going to have them that high. So, if anything, that's kind of an argument against what I'm selling here, Tony. But I've got the under tonight. I'll take it at 10.5. I know I'm getting some. I got to be getting some plus money on that. I'll take a look here, and okay, even money plus 101 or so at the sharpest book in the world. I'll do it. I'd fix the graphic if I could, but it has been a bit of a story to me. The unders in Colorado right now, Tony. Maybe if when it's heating up here a little bit, that'll change. But there's been no indication so far that that is the case.
All right, Ramon here on the under here. Under 11 still at all the books across everywhere. Pretty much the only place, again, Ramon here swimming with the sharps in this one. 10.5 here, although I do see a 10.5 now popping up at a U.S. sportsbook, one of the popular ones. And we're starting to see that number here getting copied down here from 11. But you can still find 11s if you're more comfortable with 11 in this one. For the record, Ramon here, under 11 runs in this one. Yeah, looking at Alcantara's numbers, the strikeout numbers are, pretty much in check with what he's done, swing and miss. The walks a little bit high, the hard contact a little bit high. But one thing here favoring you and favoring the under is the fact his FIP is only 3.57, so maybe pitching a little bit into bad luck here.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think that's what everybody's pointing to and pointing out. And like I said, it's got to be frustrating. You're going out there. If anything, maybe this is where he should be kind of stepping up. I mean, there's no excuses for not being able to perform. I'm sure Sandy feels like he's going out there and doing the best he can each time. But again, he's been just such a crutch for them to.
Well, I will say this. I will say this about Alcantara. He was never one of those elite strikeout guys. He never had a strikeout rate higher than, let's see, his rookie season. He only played 8 games. Let's go back to when he was a starter in 2019. His strikeout rates were never higher than 24%. So he does pitch into contact. Maybe that's speaking into the shift right now.
Well, also, Tony, a little of concern in this play here, obviously, and for Miami tonight, because I know the Rockies are going to get a little bit of public attention as a dog here, I would think. But the fact that he has had a little bit of difficulty in Colorado, but that was with, giving up runs. And here we're not seeing a lot of runs produced, at least for Colorado games to a certain extent. I will also mention, interestingly, Colorado's bullpen isn't anything special. They're definitely in the bottom half or even further down, but they strangely do not allow a lot of home runs in comparison to their numbers. So if anything, maybe they're being coached up well, pitching to that contact, trying to draw those ground balls. But considering their not terrific ERA, maybe even for Colorado, it's a little bit better than normal for their bullpen. But they're not giving up the long ball quite as much just yet. Still could be a relatively small sample size 2 months in, but 2 months is 2 months. So I found that interesting when checking things out for this play today. But nonetheless, we'll see if Kaufman can go longer than 4 1/3. I wouldn't imagine it wouldn't be much longer than that, anyways, for a young pitcher, unless he rolls it on through. Colorado mentioned 9 hits and 43 plate appearances in this expected starting lineup against Sandy. Blackman, Profar, Diaz, Grichuk, McMahon, Bryant, Doyle, Taglia, and Tobar. But nothing for sure yet. We don't know those lineups for sure. That's just might be what's expected.
Yeah, Marlins here, league average and batting average, but last in runs scored, and also struggle getting those home runs. So Ramon here, Marlins, Rockies under 11. This one to have a start time, 8:40 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com. As we said, unit leader over at TonySpace.com, 3,670 units of profit, all documented over at TonySpace.com. All right, Ramon, today, action from Major League Baseball, a handful of games here in the primetime hour, as well as that single game from the NHL. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, Tony, got a three-pack tonight. We're sweating along a three-pack here today. We do have the Brewers trying to wrap one up also as well on the premium card, up 4-0 now. They added a couple of runs, and they're up 4-0. Astros batting, trying to bring home a premium winner there also today to get those units back up to where I want them. And we'll take a look at this three-pack tonight. It involves the one game in the National Hockey League playoffs, involves one game from Major League Baseball, and also, Tony, you'll be happy to know it includes my first game of the season in college baseball. We're in the conference tournaments right now. There's uh, uh, just underway yesterday and today, getting underway with these college tournaments right now, and I've got my first play where I crushed it last year in college baseball, and we had that available today. So it's a three-pack tonight right now, and that might be it, even on this big night baseball card. Mindy and I were clicking this morning in the morning steam. We came on a consensus to, I believe, 10 plays in baseball. So we're going to be rolling a little bit with the morning steam, trying to find another, but three-pack for sure, Tony, $30. Pick it up at Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% on my three-pack tonight, sprinkling in there three different disciplines, if you will: Major League Baseball, college baseball, and Game 4 Eastern Conference Finals between Florida, yeah, between Florida and Carolina. So pick up that three-pack tonight. Let's get the rolling going here as we head towards the weekend. Should be a pretty good night, Tony. No hoop tonight. Nothing on the ladies' side either. So we're gonna focus in on that hockey game and baseball. And I've been watching some conference action here on the old ESPN Plus and such. So let's do it, Tone.
That's right, guys. Got to work with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. Unit leader at Tony'sPicks.com for 2023. 3,670 units of profit. So got to work with Ramon Scott right now over at Tony's Picks. Of course, right now he has that three-pack up there for you right now. The hockey game tonight, game 4 of that series, as well as we've got MLB and the college baseball up there. And of course, you can watch all those on TV. We've got the ESPN Plus. You can catch that college baseball. We're into the tournament action right now. Conference tournaments, Ramon, is what we're into.
Yeah, conference tournaments right now in baseball. We'll get it settled and start to find out who's going to those regionals, and you'll see some hot teams right now. There's already been several finals today already, Tony. The action started at 10 Eastern, and already seen some of the results come in. LSU rolls again. They've been up and down a little bit of late. I will note, Tony, the game between Alabama and Florida. There will be no wagering on that game.
Oh, I guess I bet that right. There won't be none. Okay, I understand that. All right, guys. Ramon with that three-pack. Get on board now. Instead of buying the plays individually, he does have the long-term pass, the 3, 7, or $30 sports pass. If you want to try it for 7 days, go for it. Ramon's premium plays for 7 days would include all his premium plays here from the NBA, as well as the NHL and all the baseball and peripheral sports like college baseball. If he's in action in soccer, if he's in action in tennis, that is also part of the 7-day all sports pass. So go ahead and get signed up. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. You can access Ramon's page. Click the link in the description. Click the all cappers tab. You'll land right on Ramon's page. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon. We also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks. Ramon, more content from you. You control that, the keystrokes there on Tony's Picks, Ramon, there with more content. Also, they can find you over on the Discord, as well as content from you on that morning steam as another show in the archive.
Yeah, Mindy and I had a quick show today with just the baseball, so we're able to knock that out really quick. And we're back tomorrow with more morning steam and a little more action tomorrow as the series continues. And we'll be there in the Discord. You got any questions, comments, want any picks, go ahead and hit me up in the Discord. Always willing to answer any questions anybody has. I'll have some more picks loaded up right here on the Tony's Picks website, where I have the selection, the leaderboard video up there comes to you in Major League Baseball, and my sponsored video comes to you also in Major League Baseball. So if you're looking at a couple more free picks from me, check those out. Embedded videos right here on the Tony's Picks website. And we did send out a play earlier on Twitter to tease those morning cards, and we'll come up with another one here as well later on. We did see just another game go final here. The Sox over the Guardians. Kopech, wow, a good call there. Kopech with the win, 6-0. So, yeah, Tony, we'll be back with that tomorrow morning, Steve, Mindy, and I. And that's about it.
All right, guys, check out Ramon over. We're just showing you the site where you can find the embedded videos here.
Okay.
Just click the leaderboard. You'll go over to Ramon's Hot Handicapper Update. That's where you get the embedded pick here from Ramon there on the site. Also, go right to the home page, and there is where you'll find the sponsored video pick from Ramon. So lots of extra content there. And, of course, check out Ramon over at Tony's Picks Ramon for his Twitter pick as well. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. See you then. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, Ramon Scott here on